Good evening, sir, and most welcome and heartily welcome to this platform. And I was just going through your introduction, and I was just realizing like I'm privileged to have you with Panache and talking on this Green Talks. And like you have been my inspiration, you and Sheetalji both have been my inspiration. And I would like to just introduce you to the our followers also. So here is Mr. Ashish Rakheja with us, and he's a partner at Aeon Consultants. And he is exactly a postgraduate from IIT Delhi. And the wonderful thing is he has worked as a consultant with over 2,000 projects. That is a huge quantity. But and he has an experience of almost all type of buildings, maybe it hotels, airports, hospitals, retails, commercial, high rise and industrial projects. The best part is he has actually worked for 10 net zero buildings. So all these words like Ashish ji will be a big thing for layman. So like we would actually in the coming time talk in very simple language. But it is my privilege that I'm sitting with him like he has designed net almost 20 platinum rate 60 platinum green rated buildings. So that is a huge experience that he has. The best part is like he is the only one who has been as a board member with Ashray USA, and that is a great pride for all of us at IGBC also. And he is actually heading having a very wide experience and very wide association with IGBC with the role of chairperson and technical committee of Indian Green Building Council. He has won a lot of awards, and he has published many papers, and he has played a good role to advise government bodies, also many technical societies to sorry for the inconvenience and for the drop of the connection. I would again restart. So he has been part of many associations and very closely association with IGBC, FSAI, ASHRAE, ISHRAE, and energy efficiency. And we all exactly in this platform know you very well, and you have been a real stakeholder to take this movement for the further for this IGBC and green building. But sir, like like I would use Hindi and English both, sir, because most of the time, like my objective is like Jain sir. I have been inspired by Jain sir a lot, and Jain sir का ये एक ड्रीम था कि हर एक जने को ग्रीन पता हो, ग्रीन मूवमेंट जो है वो हमें एक मास का मूवमेंट बनाना है. तो वही ड्रीम को साथ में लेते हुए एग्जैक्टली मैं ये प्लेटफॉर्म यूज करना चाह रही हूँ, ताकि बहुत मास लेवल पे लोगों को पता हो कि एक्चुअली सस्टेनेबिलिटी क्या है और एक्चुअली ग्रीन बिल्डिंग क्या है. एंड हम वैसे तो मेरा सोचना है उसमें मतलब कुदरत ने जो कुछ बनाया है वो मतलब हमें भी सस्टेनेबल बनाया है. जो अर्थ है उसको भी सस्टेनेबल बनाया है. हम लोग एग्जैक्टली हमारे अंदर कुदरत के ऐसा होता है कि लाइक वी आर एग्जैक्टली पंचभूतों से बने हैं जैसा कि जैन सर बोलते थे. एंड हमें एग्जैक्टली जो ग्रीन कंसेप्ट है तो लाइक एग्जैक्ट ग्रीन कंसेप्ट के अंदर we are exactly using all these panchbhut and optimizing all these things. So आप इस बारे में what exactly you would like to convey, like how exactly we can define sustainability as a very simplified way and how we can make it available for all.
आपने सबसे पहले तो डॉक्टर जैन की बात की थी, so
yes,
you just got me reminded of him. You were very close to him. I know he used to speak very fondly about you, and you worked with him. So Dr. Jain's dream was, of course, you will remember that when the green building movement in initial days, and when he had taken over the chairman of the IGBC, used to say 1 square foot for every person. So if we have got 1.3 billion people, we are, so India must get 1.3 billion square feet. He himself did not realize how fast we reached the target. In just about 2 years, 2.5 years, I think we reached the target of his becoming the chair. And then he said, "Ye to chalega nahi." By 2022, 10 billion square feet to be done. So from suddenly 1.3 billion square feet, we jumped to 10 billion square feet. You might remember that. And
Yes.
today, IGBC is well on path with after Dr. Jen, Mr. B. Suresh has taken over. Equal energy, the man is also filled up with energy, and we are touching 7 billion square feet. We already crossed, and we are well on way to become 10 billion square feet in 2020, which should be possible. We may even exceed that if all goes well. So, having said that, to me, when I started the green building, when I was involved right from the beginning of the green building movement, in 2011, I was involved with the IGBC headquarters building, where Dr. Jen and myself, we were involved as designers. And at that point, we didn't understand what green is all about. Those are the days when we wanted to create a green building, and we looked at the green hai kya? And suddenly the rating system was put across to us called LEED, and from US. And when that, I still recall that when we finished all the things, in fact, we had finished our design, and when we submitted it to the
atmosphere these days, like in metro cities, it's like people are think about the green building and they are adopting green building. But when we go into the two-tier cities and when we go to the rural villages, though they are practicing many green practices, for example, they are going for solar, they are going for waste management, they are going for water preservation also. So all those things are there, but still, like when we talk about sustainable building or when we talk about green building, like we want to go for green, like whatever we are doing is okay, but we don't want to go for any certification part of it. We don't want, like, the IGBC, like the certification body is there, so going for certification and going for documentation, they feel a lot of hassle, and they exactly are very afraid of all those data and all those things. So can we have something in very simplified way, wherein like we can exactly convince people that yes, this is a basic certification that you are having, and this is what sustainability is, and this is in the simplified way, that can be for the masses also. Any step that we can take as a citizen, normal citizen.
So first of all, you mentioned about the green buildings being or a lot of owners giving a feedback that they're ready to follow the basic concepts of it. It's just the rating which becomes a little tedious. You're right. I also come across many such examples where people talk about it. But my own perspective on a green rating is very different. If you look at the green rating system, each point looks so simple. And it's all common sense. But the problem is common sense is where it becomes the most uncommon. So I always tell people, I said, don't use the green rating as something that you impose upon a building, but look at green rating as a checklist. Take that as a checklist of a design that are you doing this? Are you doing this? Are you doing this? And that's where you're meeting the intent of it. Now, a formal certification is a formality only. The problem happens is when people, the building is already designed, construction is started, suddenly somebody says, "Arey, green rating le lete hain, और साथ में हमको extra FSI भी मिल जाएगा, और एक काम करते हैं marketing में हमें अच्छा हो जाएगा." Now that's where the problem starts. You're painting it green, you're washing it green, because the green is all about starting inherently right, and it helps you to put a discipline in design. It helps you to put a discipline in construction. It also helps you to put a discipline in operation, and that's where the simplicity of the green rating system comes into the picture. I treat that as a checklist. Always I tell them, clients, and I said, if you get a green rating at the end of it as a byproduct, what's the problem? Because then you are able to benchmark where your building stands. Now, while today we talk of green rating, the world is now moving towards, how do I say that? It's moving towards a more specific indicators on performance of the building. Performance could be with respect to energy. Performance could be with respect to water. Performance could be with respect to waste that is generated or the materials that are used. So everything is moving on a performance basis. Currently, I'm working on on a standard for ISHRE, which is the Indian Society of Air Conditioning Engineers, where we are talking about building energy performance. So building energy performance is the one that where we'll say in a good building, this is what your energy should be. After that is left to designers. Now that energy level, let's say an energy performance index of 100 kilowatt hour per square meter per year, it gives you a target, and then you let the designers achieve the target based on what their capabilities are. Using their innovations, they can achieve the target. Similarly for water, there's a Indian Plumbing Association. Gurmeet is there as the chairman of that, and they are talking about similar performance. So things will move on to performance based. Again, the green building helps you to benchmark yourself. Green buildings helps you to put a discipline into yourself. That's how I look at it, as a simple formula. That's my simple message. Don't take that as a hua. It's a very simple thing. You read it, you say तो बड़ा simple है, but वो simple चीजें इनमें implement नहीं होती, तो उसको checklist की तरह इस्तेमाल करिए.
But एक क्वेश्चन जैसे लाइक मुझे भी हमेशा आता है, एंड आई ऑल्सो एक्चुअली रियलाइज दैट मेनी ऑफ द नॉर्म्स, फॉर एग्जांपल ASHRAE, ISHRAE एंड मेनी अदर इन IGBC as well. Like I'm actually associated with IGBC, and since my inception of my business, I'm with IGBC. And I have taken a lot of inspiration from all the green IGBC stakeholders, and especially Dr. Jain has been a very big influencer for me, because I got my business inspiration from him. And after joining this IGBC, I have decided whatever business I'll do, I'll be doing that with the green products. And for me, exactly, green is like whatever is useful for the human being, and that is not harming any human being or any of the thing that nature has provided. So anything that doesn't destroy any natural thing that nature has given us is green for me. So like my definition is that. But like when we exactly come into the market and we see that somewhere the origin is from the Western countries, and when we talk about the Western countries, like the season and the atmosphere is entirely different. Like I see a challenge, especially like when we talk about insulation. So insulation is majorly from the cold countries. The origin of insulation is majorly from the cold countries. And when we talk about the hot countries like India, solar gain is more. So like, but still, like when we see the norms, they give more importance to the insulation than to the solar reflective coatings. And like this, many other things are there that are like we exactly in India require something else. But the norms are coming from the Western, and we are following those things. And that exactly, what would you say?
To some extent, you're right, Neetu. Of course, we drew our initial inspirations from international systems and rating. But I think you would have noticed a lot of indigenization which takes place. Again, I'll talk about very simple things. As our own rating system, you are a IGBC co-chairperson for Vadodara chapter. Yes. You're talking of green stalwart, you yourself are a green stalwart. So if you look at the IGBC own rating system, we started with taking a Western system. We ran that system, but then finally we decided that it's better that we make our own. Yes. And today IGBC rating system is one of the most evolved in the world, where we have a rating system for every kind of building. And we're still making more. There are 27 rating systems we have. And by another 1 year, 1.5 years, we'll have 3 more added to our thing, where we're talking of net zero energy building, net zero water buildings, we are talking of net zero waste building. And we're going on. So whatever our country requires, it's not what the world is telling us. Whatever our country requires, we are making our rating system for that. Similarly, if you look at the Energy Code of India, ECBC, which stands there, it's all about what our country requires, is done on the basis of research which is then done for our country. You go to the National Building Code where the sustainability chapter exists. It is not a copy of some international thing. It's been written by Indians looking at what India requires. If you look at the recent rating system, which not rating only, let me talk about, the rating system which came out from IGBC, the health and well-being rating system. Health and well-being rating system compared to the contemporaries international is completely different. It's to Indian context. It talks what we want. The health and well-being rating system IGBC relies a lot on the ISHRE indoor environmental quality standard. ISHRE IEQ standard, which forms the fundamentals of the health and well-being rating system, is written by Indian for India. The temperatures that we are talking of there, the challenges we are talking of there are very different than what the international countries are. So there is, of course, we start by looking at what the world is doing. But then I've found that in India, we quickly start adapting to it. There's, of course, there's a lot of education required to be done by leaders like you. If you know that best that radiation is one of the important aspects in Indian context, and the coatings and all will help outside. So once you do that education, you are not only a product supplier, but also you're a green crusader yourself. So you also have to keep sending that message out, and I'm sure people listen to it. In fact, my own building, I've done something which you are always been talking about, cool roof. And I'm a person, and I can tell you that in my own building, we are getting an advantage of it. And we are proudly talking about it. Look, this is how the temperatures have come down. I remember the post doing the pre-cool roof era and post-cool roof that we have in our office. And I can see the temperature difference. So yes, there is a learning you do. And that learning you quickly you put them into your own documents and all. So I see that way. You start by Western world, but then you quickly adapt to your own living. My own office, incidentally, Neetu, I can tell you one thing that's very interesting. And I've spoken about it with so many people, and I'm seeing that mindset change. We maintain a temperature of 27 degrees in our office.
Yes, yeah.
The Western codes and standards talk about 22, 23.
Yeah.
We maintained 27 degrees, and what we did was, just to get the people a sense of comfort, we have run fans. You've been there to our office.
Yeah.
And those fans are not those noisy metal fans. We've got special fans which are hard plastic, do not make sound, do not create a wind, but they just move the air. At 27 degrees, when you move the air, the people below feel as if it's 23, 24 degrees. It's a concept of adaptive thermal comfort. Over the last 3 years, since the time we're doing that, initially, there were a lot of people who felt uncomfortable when we're maintaining a temperature of 27. Today, there's hardly anybody who says that 27 is not comfortable. They say we are fine with it because the bodies have adapted to it. So we are going back to what our nature has always been telling us. So we've done that. So we learn, we adapt, and that's what the system's all about. So today the globe is a market. You learn from everywhere, but you adapt quickly.
Yeah. Looking like having this aspiration like to reach to the masses, like Panache is like continuously doing one or the other activity so that they can reach to the masses. So one activity initiation that we have on GCDC Foundation, Global Cool Green City Foundation. So in this, what we are doing is like we are trying to reach to underprivileged people and trying to give them good living conditions, because these days exactly under CSR activities, these people are getting food, these people are getting education also, but living conditions they are not actually taken care of, like living below the metal sheets, like living with bad air quality, living in dirty places. So all those things are there. So we have taken a project of Healthify slums. And this exactly we are taking off waste management. We are taking care of their cooling places. Like the metal sheet temperature actually goes to 80 degree in this summer. So we are reducing their temperature by almost 25 degree drop down is there. So it becomes comfortable for them. Then we are trying to have eco ventilators to their premises. So all these things are in our actually objective, and we are going towards this project. We have a children from Pune, exactly volunteer children, and we have given the name of this like the children group is Bloom, and they are doing amazing work. And we have planned like to have the Healthify Slum project here in Baroda itself. So this type of activity we are doing so that we can exactly tell the masses that these are the green practices. We have been using these practices in our like olden age also, and now exactly we are trying to educate them, and then like we are trying to have one-to-one sessions And actually, in this lockdown era, we have evolved that like it's very easy to get connected to 1,000 people at one go and tell them about like what exactly green building is and what exactly IGBC is and what are its benefit. And I especially try to go with a very layman language कि आप घर में अगर सिर्फ आप ऐसा देखो कि सिर्फ आपकी एनर्जी कम हो, उसके लिए आप कुछ भी कर सकते हो। आप जो विंडो है उस पे टाट भी लगा सकते हो। एनीथिंग दैट यू डू जहाँ पे आपकी एनर्जी सेव होती हो, वाटर सेव होता हो, उस तरह का लाइक कम्युनिकेशन वी ट्राई टू डू। Apart from this, what exactly you can guide us that we should take a step towards like making simplifying the part? ऐसी और क्या एक्टिविटी
So I've been asked मुझसे सवाल अभी today these days as a company, as an individual, we've been running a series on net zero energy buildings.
Yes, sir.
We're talking about it, and that's a concept that I've been talking about last decade. So a lot of people today have started showing interest. जैसे हम अपने घरों को, अपने ऑफिस को, अपनी जगहों को net zero energy कैसे बना सकते हैं? And there's just a small example I give you. Always said that look, on one side, yes, नेचर के साथ जो भी हमने बात की, यूज करो उसको अपने फेवर में। आपने का टाट लगा के उसको पानी से गीला करके आप टेम्परेचर कम कर सकते हो। ऑल दैट इज ऑन वन साइड ऑफ इट, बट ऑन द अदर साइड टुडे एज आवर हाउसेस आर बिकमिंग मोर एंड मोर एनर्जी इंटेंसिव एंड फॉर अस टू अंडरस्टैंड हो क्या रहा है, metering is something which I want to say that there's a lot of focus on it.
Yeah.
अगर आपने अच्छा मॉनिटरिंग आप अपने घर की चीजों की कर सकें कि कहाँ पे पावर कंज्यूम हो रही है, क्या हो रहा है, that gives you very good feedback on what can be done and what is going wrong, how can it be improved upon, it can be. So I always tell the people that who come to me that अपने घर को ग्रीन बनाना चाहते हैं तो रुक जाओ। सबसे इजी होगा, आज आप 10 किलोवाट पावर कंज्यूम कर रहे हो अपने घर में, आप ऊपर सोलर पैनल लगा दो और आप नेट जीरो हो जाओगे। मैंने कहा दैट्स नॉट द राइट वे। फर्स्ट चेक, ऑप्टिमाइज। हो सकता है जो 10 किलोवाट आज आप पावर कंज्यूम कर रहे हो वो एक बार आप उसको मॉनिटर करोगे, आप बेटर इक्विपमेंट लगाओगे, उसमें उसकी ऑपरेशंस को ठीक करोगे और गलतियां देखोगे कहाँ गलत जा रहे हैं। हो सकता है वो सेम पावर डिमांड आपकी गिर के 5 किलोवाट रह जाए, फिर आपको सिर्फ 5 किलोवाट के सोलर पैनल लगाने और आपका काम हो गया। So I said it's all about first metering. Metering is an important thing, and whether it's water, whether it's energy, everywhere where the optimization has to be carried out, the first we need to start with the metering. I'm not discounting the nature, of course, that remains, that's the fundamental. And there also, once you have the data available to you, then after that you can do a better analysis and better implementation of that. So I come with a little more engineer's background, and I'd like to answer it that way only.
Yeah.
So these are simpler steps, and I'm sure an architect would talk more about from that. So I come more from an engineering perspective, so my thinking is like that only. Data driven.
Yeah, looking to this COVID-19 scenario, now this lockdown, exactly like we are all listening and seeing the videos that now air is becoming more pure, and many places like exactly water is becoming more clean, and everything is like nature is a sort of it's self-healing, like a body also self-heals 10 hours in 24 hours, and like similarly exactly nature is also, earth is getting a like healing time and it is healing. So like once after this lockdown, what do you think that the scenario will be? So though everything will be uncertain, so we are at a zero level now, so like what do you think, how should we be, what steps we should do so that we can maintain the scenario of?
Look, I'm an optimist.
Yeah.
And I've been asked this question in many forums earlier also. So will we go back to what we were? Doesn't look like, I can tell you that. Not only have we tasted and seen and enjoyed the environment what we have currently, but also the way we are working is bound to change. At least for near future, I don't see that we'll be back in our office in 100% strength.
Yes.
Or the way we travel in public transport, what's going to happen there. So there is bound to be an impact. And once we have seen the advantage of clean air, one of the forums where I was participating, one of the panelists mentioned there, एक काम करते हैं, हर साल 1 महीने का लॉकडाउन हो जाना चाहिए, अपने आप नेचर हील हो जाएगी. So there are people who went to that extreme to to talk about that what can be done. So having said that, I am sure that that's going to happen. That's one part of it. Secondly, I think if you see from a government's policies perspective also, there is a shift towards the renewables which is very clearly happening. The electric cars, electric scooters, we're all hearing about it. We're all seeing the number of, just before the lockdown happened, see that the focus on the electric vehicles which was there. And two-wheelers are going to get phased out, and they're all going to get electric in less than 5 years from now. Cars would go electric in less than a decade from now. So when that happens, that change happens, as the era of the renewable energy being used in the buildings is coming, I think that shift is started taking place already. And with what the people are seeing now, enjoying now, and what COVID is bringing to us by force also, all that will change the thing. So I'm a very optimistic man. I'm sure that we'll become better only. We are not going to go just keep going sliding down.
Yeah, I think like people have tasted now like fresh air and everything. So probably this is like, see, for example, like in Panache, we have decided that like most of the meetings will be doing by Zoom only, so that actually we can give the cost benefit to the clients, because we exactly have a lot of portion in the cost of any of the companies. So probably this can be one of the norm that we will be taking further.
And on a lighter note, please also see इतने webinar attend कर लिए इस lockdown में, knowledge level भी तो बढ़ गए हमारे.
बिल्कुल. Knowledge level सर वाकई बहुत increase हो गया. And in fact actually at times I feel कि जितना हम पहले busy नहीं थे ना, उससे ज़्यादा अभी busy हो गए.
बहुत सही कहा आपने.
ऑफिस का जो ट्रैवल टाइम है ना, वो कट हो गया है, तो काम खत्म होते ही बस अपना रूम में बैठ जाने का है और अपना.
मैं आपको बताता हूँ, क्योंकि सिंस लॉकडाउन 3.0 में there are a lot of relaxation which has come. So yesterday I went to office. I decided to restart the office with lesser strength, and I was finding it a challenge to go to office. मुझे लगा ये जो मैं आधा घंटा जाऊंगा, आधा घंटा आऊंगा, या तो यहाँ घर में बैठे हुए ज्यादा काम कर लूंगा. It was a challenge to go to office there, but then of course there is face to face. Some of the things have to be done, so you went there. But I found myself that from a design perspective, because being a designer, from meetings that we are doing, so many of them, दिन में 3 मीटिंग तो बड़े आराम से ऐसी हो जाती है जो पहले सोच भी नहीं सकते थे.
बिल्कुल सर.
It's much more convenient now to do the electronic media. And there are so many clients of ours who are saying, design तो coordination तो हम इसी पे करेंगे, अब ऑनलाइन करेंगे. ठीक है, साइट पे जाना है तो आएंगे, लेकिन डिजाइन कोऑर्डिनेशन यही करेंगे. आपकी जो प्रेजेंटेशन, अगर आपको कोई प्रोडक्ट बताना है, प्लीज डोंट कम टू ऑफिस. व्हाई?
बिल्कुल.
फार बेटर मैं दूंगा I'll do a streaming of this in my office and job is done.
Yeah.
So those are the changes we're bound to see that's coming.
Yeah. And सबसे अच्छी बात यह है सर कि जब हम Zoom पे मीटिंग करते हैं ना, तो जिससे मीटिंग कर रहे होते हैं ना, वो इधर उधर नहीं जा पाता है.
तो सही कहा आपने. और उसकी आप अगर स्ट्रीमिंग कर दीजिए लाइव फेसबुक पे, तो बेचारा वहीं कहीं भी नहीं जाएगा उसके बाद.
और ऑफिस में तो कैसा होता है, लाइक हम लोग कई बार जैसे किसी क्लाइंट को अगर मिलने जाते हैं, तो उसके ना 4 फोन आएंगे, तो लाइक यू आर जस्ट सीइंग देयर फेसेस.
Well, I've got 4 calls which has come in last 20 minutes. I'm not able to pick up any one of them because I'm concentrating.
I'm in BNI forum, and every Thursday 7 o'clock we are having meeting. And you won't believe, like we are there with 100% attendance, and almost 80-85 people are there on the meeting, and we feel more closely we are able to talk, and we are more closely able to interact with them. So because like your focused concentration is there on them. So there are like these going to come
So it
adapted.
will happen. That's why I said I'm a very optimistic person. So these
Yeah.
are changes that we do see coming, and it's become more sustainable. So everywhere we are moving towards sustainability. In fact, other day you'll remember in IGBC we were talking about this. They were, in fact, Mr. V. Suresh and Gurmeet Singh. They came out with a COVID-19 action force, task force. And one of the points that I had brought out, which I said it's an important element to look at, we'll have to change our rating systems now.
Yeah.
Because the way we are designing is also going to get impacted, especially the electromechanical system. HVAC is all in news right now. एयर कंडीशनिंग का क्या करना है कोविड के समय, वो कैसे हैंडल होगा, तो वो डिस्कस करना है. फिर जो आपकी स्पेस प्लानिंग होती है, जो आपकी डेंसिटी है, जो आपके इक्विपमेंट की, there's another client who called me and said कि साहब मेरे ऑफिस तो डिजाइन था 10,000 लोगों के लिए, अब ये पोस्ट कोविड सिनेरियो में तो मैं 3,000 4,000 लोग ही होंगे, मेरी इक्विपमेंट एफिशिएंसी पे क्या होगा. So these are all these being talked about now. So those changes will come.
तो आप भी ऐसा सोचते हैं कि साल में एक बार 1 महीने का लॉकडाउन होना चाहिए?
I'm already spoiled. As I said, yesterday was very tough for me to get out of office because I was feeling इतना comfortable हूँ मैं यहाँ पे, काम भी हो रहा है, बैठा रहता हूँ, खाना पीना भी हो जाता है, सब हो जाता है, एक्सरसाइज भी कर रहा हूँ, सब कर रहा हूँ मैं. And I don't have to travel out. I'm actually losing weight because बाहर का खाना नहीं पड़ रहा कुछ भी. तो I love this scenario, but then I don't know how sustainable it is in a completely sitting here.
मेड की छुट्टी नहीं होनी चाहिए. So आपका भी कंट्रीब्यूशन होता है मेंटेनेंस में, बिकॉज मेड आपके यहाँ पे भी लीव्स पे होंगी?
Yes, there's a lot of household work you have to do there. So other day, that's very interesting. You spoke about it. So we were doing a meeting of consulting engineers. So हमने कहा एक काम करते हैं कि रात में 9 बजे के आसपास कॉल रखते हैं, जैसे कि 8:30 बजे रखते हैं, और 8:30 से 9:30 रखेंगे, जिससे कि आप बाकी अपना काम वाम खत्म कर लो फिर आना. तो वन ऑफ देम सेड सॉरी सर, 9 बजे के बाद मेरे को बर्तन धोने होते हैं. 9 बजे खाना खत्म होता है घर में, मुझे बीवी के साथ हाथ बटाना होता है, बर्तन धोने होते हैं, मेरा काम है वो करना. तो आप 9 बजे तक मीटिंग खत्म करनी है आपने. So, yeah.
So, but like at times मैं अभी अपनी टीम को ऐसा बता रही थी कि just try to focus on the positive, because जहाँ पे focus होता है ना वहीं पे energy होती है. तो always try to be positive. तो लाइक सब मुझे ना ऐसा देख रहे थे कि मैम कोविड के लिए भी ऐसा बोल रही है कि पॉजिटिव रहो. मैंने कहा कि सी हम लोग लकी है कि हमको ये सिनेरियो देखने को मिल रहा है. ये होता क्या है कोविड का, तो वी आर एबल टू सी एंड वी विल बी एबल टू टेल अवर ग्रैंड सन एंड ग्रैंड चिल्ड्रन कि ऐसा हमारे जमाने में हुआ था. तो लाइक it's like just to see the thing in a different.
So today the world you see is because what we saw that time, उसकी वजह से ऐसा हुआ, और आपको पहले वर्ल्ड ऐसा होता था, अब ऐसा हो गया.
Yeah.
Possibly, sure.
तो
good thinking.
पॉजिटिव नोट पे अगर देखा जाए तो इस तरह से भी है कि अब शायद जैसा बोलते हैं ना कि सत्य वाला क्या बोलते हैं, सात्विकता भी आएगी अभी, कलयुग और सतयुग. तो मे बी अब सतयुग आएगा, थिंग्स विल बी मोर क्लीन, पीपल आर गोइंग टुवर्ड्स मोर मेडिटेशन. तो ये जो ग्रीन का कंसेप्ट है, सस्टेनेबिलिटी का कंसेप्ट है, शायद अपने आप ही इम्प्लीमेंट भी हो जाए इसी के तहत. तो दैट इज ऑल्सो वन ऑफ द पॉजिटिव.
जरूर.
एक लॉकडाउन में सर हमने एक और डेवलपमेंट किया है, लाइक वी आर यूजिंग नैनो टेक्नोलॉजी. और अभी जैसे सर एक हम लोग मतलब मेरे सस्टेनेबिलिटी फॉर द कॉमन, इससे भी मेरे दिमाग में आया कि अभी ना सब लोग सोडियम हाइपोक्लोराइड यूज कर रहे हैं फॉर डिसइंफेक्टिंग. वो एग्जैक्टली देखा जाए इट इज नॉट अ ग्रीन केमिस्ट्री, इट्स causing corrosion and it is also causing harm to the human skin. So like आइडिया कि इसको हमको ना सब चीज को सस्टेनेबिलिटी की तरफ लाना चाहिए. इट शुड ऑल्सो बी टूवर्ड्स ग्रीन. So we have come up with a green chemistry formulation because my professor in organic chemistry. So we studied a lot. I studied a lot of into nanotechnology component and nano silver components, and now we exactly have designed one sanitizer which will be more exactly human friendly, and it will be based on the nano concept, and it will be virucidal also. So this also is a development that we have done, and taking
Wonderful.
advantage of this.
Wonderful.
Again,
Wonderful.
the green chemistry is what, like, as I said, like I took the inspiration from Dr. Jain. My husband says कि सोडियम हाइपोक्लोराइड है, इसको हम लोग ऐसा बना सकते हैं। मैंने कहा नहीं बनाने का है, जो ह्यूमन पे किसी को नुकसान करता है वो बनाने का ही नहीं है। I'll work on the nano components and the green chemistry only, and that is only what I'm going to promote. So that is one
Very
of
interesting, Neetu, आपने बोला, because I came across a new product. Somebody just yesterday sent it to me, that for driving away the microorganisms from your room,
yeah,
and they came out with a natural product also.
yeah,
And they said अगर आप इसको अपने कमरे में कोने में रख दें, so they're going to go away. So I asked him इसके certificates वगैरह लेके आओ. Sounds very promising. So as the things, nature actually has answers for everything.
yeah,
Nature has given us a lot.
yes,
It's just that we've been fighting nature, as I said earlier also, then making nature our friend. And सारे answers nature मौजूद हैं. आज आप nano technology बात कर रहे हैं, सब कर रहे हैं. We even talking of biomimicries and all that other places. There's so much that everything is out there in the nature for us to learn from.
yes, sir. वही
And I'm sure कहीं ना कहीं हमारी जो भी present problems हैं, उसके भी answer nature के पास है. It's just that we don't understand nature. That's why आज हम इस position में बैठे हुए हैं.
बिल्कुल सर। अभी कुछ दिन पहले ही जो हमारे कलीग हैं, आप जानते भी ब्रजेश जी, उनसे मेरी बात हो रही थी। तो हम लोग के डिस्कशन में उनका काफी डीप थिंकिंग रहता है। तो ही वाज जस्ट सजेस्टिंग मी कि जो भी कुदरत से होता है, जो भी कुदरत से पैदा होता है ना, उसका अपने आप उसी के अंदर उसके जवाब होते हैं। जैसे अगर कुछ भी बैक्टीरिया है, बिकॉज दिस इज अ नेचुरल थिंग, इट विल डीकम्पोज इटसेल्फ, एंड कुदरत के अंदर ही उसके कुछ ना कुछ तरीके होंगे। तो वट एवर ह्यूमन हैज मेड, actually that doesn't get decomposed.
That's true.
तो जो सस्टेनेबिलिटी है वो exactly nature खुद बना रहा है, हम ह्यूमन उसको आर्टिफिशियल सेंस देख के और
We are the unsustainable ones.
yeah,
The nature has always been sustainable. We are the unsustainable ones, and that's why you are right saying, you are absolutely correct in saying that that answer exists there in the nature.
yeah,
It's a question of for us to find it, to look at it. If you keep fighting nature, the answer will not come to you.
बिल्कुल सर। So then like the message is that जो नेचर है, नेचर की चीजों को हमको लेके चलना है, और नेचर के साथ हमें ऑप्टिमाइज्ड वे में एग्जैक्टली सब जो अपनी लाइफस्टाइल है, अगर हम वो अभी जैसे आयुर्वेद है, नाउ आयुर्वेद अगेन हैज कम अप बिकॉज दैट इज एग्जैक्टली इन लाइन विद द नेचर. So that is again like taking us to the ground roots and our basics of Ayurveda and Veda. So definitely.
आपने तो अपने स्क्रिप्चर्स में पढ़ा है, जड़ी बूटियां होती थी पहले, सब चीजों का इलाज होता था.
बिल्कुल. So और आप क्या सबको मैसेज देना चाहेंगे सर? Like we are towards the end of this session. Kathy, is there any particular question from anyone?
No, but we have received an appreciation from two of them, so I would really like to.
Yeah. So thanks all of them who are
Thank you for the
And what is the ultimate message for the viewers and the people who have been with us on this live session, and for us also being our mentor, because you and Sheetal ji has really been my inspiration, and I have seen you actually coming up with the cancer from people and then like growing and growing. So, and you both have been working very hard, and I see Sheetal ma'am also our colleague, so you really inspired me a lot.
So, Neetu, first of all, my message will always be that in these tough times, stay safe.
Yes, sir.
This is actually quite challenging.
Yes, sir.
India is now opening up in the 3.0 version, but then that opening is also coming with a lot of risks.
Yeah.
Nothing is going to change once the lockdown is over. The virus is still in the air, is all around us. It's only the precaution that is going to keep us safe. So that's my first message, of course. Second, I think coming on the sustainability forum, I think we have seen the benefits that we have of how fast the nature is healing itself. Look at the air that we are breathing. That it's very difficult for us to believe that about 1.5 months back,
Yes, sir.
we were talking about the air quality of Delhi, where I am in, being the worst in the world.
Yeah.
Today, our air quality is competing with Europe and America.
Yeah.
With that air quality, we are competing with them.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of 30 days how the nature heals. Look at the water. There are pictures, there are videos floating around in our WhatsApp where they say, look at the quality of water is crystal clear. Ganges has changed. Yamuna Ji has changed. And rivers are changing in just this much time. So everything can become better for us. In fact, this time in Delhi, where I am right now, I don't know what's the situation in Vadodara. I can tell you, we are in May beginning. I have not switched on the air conditioner so far. Not because I'm scared of COVID. That's not the point. It's because there has not been a need.
Yeah.
Every week it rains.
Okay.
It's nice and cool. I sleep with windows open. In month of May, I could never imagine my 20 years, 25 years in Delhi that I've been in.
Yeah.
By April, we start switching on the air conditioners.
Yeah.
So something is we've been doing wrong. Not something, a lot we have been doing wrong.
Yeah.
So give nature a chance.
Yeah.
In our building sector also, I think we need to go with the nature. The concept of, again, I'll keep repeating, the concept of the net zero living is coming.
Yeah.
And it's only a matter of time that we will have to move towards that. Whether it's a net zero energy, net zero water, net zero waste, net zero carbon, to talk about the concept of the net zero is now coming in. And that's how our building sector will also change. The faster we adopt, the better it is. In fact, today, just a little while back, I was talking to a client of ours where I said, it's very refreshing to see a developer coming and saying, I want to give a township or I want to give a building to my tenants or to my buyers, which is very high on the sustainability scale. And the concept of the net zero was again discussed out there. So it's coming. I think my message is that enjoy the nature. There's so many surprises out there that we never got time so far to even appreciate them. This is the time we are getting to appreciate, enjoy, and learn from them.
Yeah. So thanks a lot, sir, for your inspiration, for being with us. And it has been amazing. Exactly. There are many people actually watching, even from America also. They are with us. So that's a great chance you have given us. And thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you, Neetu. Thank you for inviting us. You've been doing a
Yeah.
wonderful work in Panache. Keep
Yeah.
doing that.
Yes,
You
sir.
are a green crusader of IGBC also. So
Yes, sir.
keep doing the work. We need people like you. And God bless. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for being part
So
of this.
just stay safe, take care, and take care of Sheetal ji also.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll do that.
My wishes to her.
Thank you, Neetu. Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
sir.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay.
Friends, thanks a lot for being with us. And we have started the series as Green Talks. We'll be bringing many more green stakeholders who will come and share their journey with us, and we'll give some tips wherein like how we can keep more sustainable and how we can make each and everything more sustainable. And many more fraternities will be coming, and we will evolve like exactly who exactly from there exactly we will make a roadmap how we can make sustainability very simple for each and everyone. We'll be coming and coordinating with IGBC, with other rating agencies also. So how we can exactly give a very simple form of green building and green practices to all of you. And Green IGBC, I'm actually vice chairperson of Baroda chapter of IGBC and also national board member of IGBC, and I'm proud to be with them. And we are exactly working towards how each and every human being can be a healthy well-being. Thank you.